Welcome back, and moving on to our second segment for today, and talking about one of the most important programs that was adopted by the Egyptian leadership in the year 2015. Well, actually, we're talking about Takaful and Karama to guarantee a better social life, protected life for Egyptian citizens. Over the phone, we have Dr. Gaafar. He is our economic expert. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning, doctor.
Good morning to you, my dear.
So, first of all, can we shed the light on the importance or the main objectives of the Takaful and Karama program?
As you said, it's a very ambitious initiative. It directed to the underprivileged sector of Egypt. I mean, comprising the elderly, the widows, the divorced, anybody who doesn't have a regular or income at all. And as you said again, it is directed to lifting up the standard of living and presenting to the Egyptian underprivileged a better standard of living and better living condition.
So, do you have a certain criteria, or usually the challenging part is reaching the real beneficiaries, or the really people who really deserve this, especially that this is unconditional support. So, tell us more about it from this point.
Well, I mean, I'm sure the different governorates and the Ministry of Solidarity, together with other authorities, of course, and ministries, they run surveys and they go deep into the society and they dig out the people that really deserve. And then they are visited, they are they make sure that they really don't have an income, or they deserve to be helped through this initiative. And then again they present them with whatever assistance they can. So it is based on, of course, market surveys and studies, so that they make sure that really this project goes to the people who deserve it. So this is how they do it, and I think they have been so far very successful. And we hear that every year new people join this program, and it has now covered maybe 40% of the Egyptian population. So, I mean, in my opinion, this is a very important initiative, and it helps the people who unfortunately have low incomes or no incomes at all to have a slightly better life.
Well, from your own point of view, what is the impact of this program? Well, actually, the Egyptian leadership adopted so many initiatives and programs to support Egyptian citizens. So when we talk today, we are focusing on Takaful and Karama, but the concept itself, when it comes to such programs, taking care of the Egyptian citizen, how did this affect, or the impact of this on the Egyptians in general?
As you said, the word karama, it means dignity. So it's not a matter of giving money to the underprivileged or to the poor, but it helps them boost their morale. So that it gives them a dignity and makes them more active, make them more participating in their communities. So it is it has an effect, not only financial effect, but it has another psychological effect, which is very important, particularly with the elderly or the women that have no income. they feel sort of ignored, or but with this program, of course, they feel like normal people, and I'm sure their performance with the community is much better. Of course, on the other hand, it reduces the crime rates, of course, and maybe enhances the family ties between people and their families. So it has a lot of effects, not only financial, but in my opinion, the psychological effect is even better and higher, and makes the citizen feel his country cares for him. And this, again, is very important for him.
Well, talking about the digitalization, and how far did this help in carrying out with the objectives of this program?
So that, I mean, this digitalization is the trend now. Everybody is moving into the digital world. But again, in such a project, it's like an ID. So it prevents the repetition of the same people getting the aid. It helps sort out the people who really deserve, who do not have social security numbers, for instance, or a lot of other cases. Of course, the digitalization is the future, and it helps, as I said, select the people who really deserve to be helped through this program. So, I mean, this is unavoidable, and not only in this program. I mean, digitalization in general is the future, is the present, even not the future. And I repeat, it helps the government and the authorities to know who really deserves to be to join the program and who does not.
So how do you see the role of the civil society and the private sector in this respect?
Well, I mean, civil society has always played a very big and major role in helping the poor and the needy and the underprivileged. They are still continuing to do that. It goes in parallel with the Gaafar and Karama, of course. This is a program presented by the government, and the idea about Gaafar and Karama is that this program, this initiative, is regular. So people get their assistance or their aid or their money on regular basis. But with the social society, with the NGOs, it is not that regular, but we cannot, of course, deny the big role that these institutions and the society is playing. And it's all integral. I mean, we're all Egyptians. We have to help each other. So whoever can help is, of course, thanked. And whoever needs help, I think, deserves to be looked for and after.
Well, I think another interesting part when it comes to these programs and initiatives, when we talk about the volunteers and when we talk about youth who are there as volunteers to be part of such initiatives and to work and to feel other people, to see the challenges on the ground, and definitely this will affect the personality of these youth.
Absolutely. You have hit a very important point. The government cannot do it alone. They don't have the staff to do it. They don't have the manpower to do it. So the NGOs help in that, and volunteers are an important factor to make sure that the program is executed in the right way. And not only the program, but I mean the relation between the different sectors is done properly. So, of course, volunteers are extremely important. And mind you, the feeling when you help someone and you see a smile on his face, this is a very rewarding feeling. And I think this is what the volunteers love most. Volunteers, they don't take money, and if they take it, it's something symbolic, but This essence is to feel that you're helping someone, that you're drawing a smile on his face, and this is very, very rewarding.
Well, in the past, we used to read about social responsibility, and it used to be limited to some of the major or the multinational entities. But nowadays, actually, we started to see that it is an integral part of any entity, even of the schools with the children. So talking about the social responsibility, how do you see it is important, and how do you see the progress of this term, the social responsibility, throughout time?
It is very important. As you said, most of the big corporations, they have the corporate social responsibility, CSR, and they allocate part of their the profits every year to charity and to different programs, either preset or changing from one year to the other. And now it is growing, and everybody should, feel this responsibility. And anybody, any entrepreneur, anyone who can help has to allocate part of his income, part of his profits to be donated to the underprivileged. It is extremely important, and it really shows the solidarity between the different sectors of Egyptians in a way that the capable people financially, have to. It becomes a sort of a responsibility, as it is called, towards their fellow citizens that are not in the same level. So having this social responsibility applied to everybody is very important, and it shows, as I said, solidarity between all the Egyptians.
Right, Dr. Gaafar, economic expert, thank you very much for joining us. And with this, we come to the end of our breakfast show for today. Thank you all for joining us, and stay tuned for more coming up on Nile TV International.